Okay, so we start out with our knowledgeable, pure, empathetic, peace, and love and whole unit, our soul, right? That is born into our body, with our body, magnetically attached to our fucking bodies, physical bodies. And what do we surround it with immediately? We immediately surround it with fear. We immediately surround it with lack. Right? We immediately surround it with worry, confusion, lies, manipulations, illusions, fabrications, constructs, what else do we surround ourselves with in this fucking piece of shit hellhole? Fear, lack, worry, confusion, lies, fabrications, illusions, manipulations, constructs, desire, needing a savior. Savior. What else? Money, right? Money, material, status, right? Status. And our souls hang on. And that's the thing, is our souls, our minds, everything holds on as long as it can. See what this is? They put all of this is their order of things, right? This is their order of things. And they are trying to penetrate you. They are trying to penetrate your defenses as a young child, as a baby. And your soul can't, so your soul's like, what the fuck? Because it's trapped inside this fucking helpless form that is completely at the mercy of these raging lunatics, psychopaths. But yet our soul still goes on. And what happens, guys, is all of these mental disorders are exactly what they call it. It's a disorder. It's a refusal to follow orders. It is a refusal, whether consciously or subconsciously, that is happening to that child in their mind, that is saying, fuck you, I'm not following along with this horse shit, because this shit is, I already know everything I need to know. Everything you're trying to teach me is superfluous, which is putting an undue burden on me, which is putting anxiety on me. I want you to leave me alone, step back, step away, right? That's what it does to kids, you know? Mental disorder, guys. By preschool, they have it down to where they have the children 6 out of every 10 times will follow instruction. By the following year, they have it down to what was it that we looked at? It was 8 out of every 10, 9 out of every 10 times? Something like that. Guys, this is all about compliance. You're birthing pure, beautiful souls into a system of slavery. This is slavery, guys. This is slavery. This is somebody else's illusion. This is not reality. We have chosen to make it our reality, but we are living in an illusion because it's somebody else's fabrication that we're living in. We came in here whole. We came in here whole, needing nothing. And what do our parents push on us? They push on us to fit into society. to pass compliance tests, to pass government mandated tests, to take toxic poisons, they literally put the program in our head that we have to eat at least 3 times a day. Certain meals, like foods that our body just immediately, as soon as you hit your tongue as a baby, it goes, ah! And you put your, and you cry, and you try everything you can not to fucking eat it. And parents do everything they can to shove this fucking poison into you. Self-righteous. These parents, the problem with parents, guys, the problem with parents is these cocksuckers are so fucking self-righteous. It's unfucking real. They are so goddamn indignant and got their nose in the fucking air and think their shit doesn't stink. And the reason they act like that is a defense mechanism. What they're doing is they got their fucking defenses up because they are suffering. They are suffering because they were brought into this. They dealt with the same thing, but instead of dealing with their shit, instead of facing the shit, instead of going like this to the goddamn system, going like this to their fucking mom, going like this to the goddamn piece of shit father, and taking their own responsibility and fixing this shit, they brought you into it. They brought you. This is you. This was them. This is still them, guys. This is still your parents. It's just that has become very tiny because they're ruled by all of this, because they gave up their authority to this. If you are struggling in this world, if you are having problems with the fucking shit they're putting out there, if you're having problems in school, if you're having problems with your goddamn parents' authoritarian asses, if you're having problems with all this, it's because what's happening is your brain, you're splitting. You're fucking, this is how your brain works. Your brain's fucking splitting. It's going many different directions. This is the direction it should be. One fucking direction, whole. But instead of splitting, now you're living in multiple different illusions, multiple different people's expectations of you, manipulations of you, the storylines you have to keep up with, their constructs, their fucking statuses, fitting in, the fear, the constant fucking lack and desire. Worry and confusion, of course, all the time. And it's all lies. It's all bullshit. And the only reason it holds up is because everybody out here was afraid. And they didn't fix their shit. And nobody wants to call anybody else out over here because if they call themselves out, if they call somebody else out, they got to call themselves out. Well, you cocksuckers better start standing up and call yourselves out because otherwise you're just fucking abusive pieces of shit. How about that? Because this is disgusting. We are perpetuating. You and me are perpetuating this shit. You and me. Not our fucking governments. Our governments set us up as, look, our governments in these fucking religious institutions, everything, they got this game down a long fucking time ago. They're just plugging us into the fucking system. And the thing is, it takes, you need to quit playing their games and listen to your fucking heart, your soul. Listen to that thing knocking at you, telling you, hey, fucking shit ain't right. And no, it's not just because it's the way things are. And no, it's not just you got to do what you got to do. No, use your fucking faculties of reason and start thinking about this shit. There's no reason in the fucking world, if you're like this coming into this world, that you have to deal with all this other shit. The only reason you have to deal with all this shit is because it's a construct that somebody made up to create fear, constant lack, and keep you as a consumer. Keep you as a slave. They are using you as a slave. That's all you are. That is all you are. Because the way it should be, you should be surrounded with ease, safety, comfort, respect, sanity, and liberty. Free from pain, annoyance, and anxiety. Guys, it's not that hard. We can have it, but you guys are like, oh, how can you can't do that. And, we still got to go to work and pay bills and got the government and got to vote. And no, you don't have to do a goddamn thing. You guys do that. That's called voluntary servitude. You guys are fucking doing that yourselves. And the reason it's voluntary is because you have your faculty of reason and you, instead of thinking how shitty everything is and that there's nothing to do
and you just go back to your shit and keep on consuming and playing into the game and creating slaves and fucking feeding into an abusive slavery system and feeding an abusive slavery system, right? Instead of doing that shit, you just need to stand up and do what you got to do. First, you got to become aware. You got to use your faculty of reason. Let it sit and simmer in your fucking head, guys, till it gets down to the nitty gritty and you're like, oh, okay, I know what I need to do now. I need to stop consuming. Because you have to break the habit of consumption. Guys, you got so many fucking programs in your head. You don't even understand. If you started today on your healing, it would take you years to heal completely, you dumb fucks. So you better start.